$500, 100 people audience. Oh, bam, we're live. Welcome to the show. Where's Caleb? Where's John? Is John coming?
I thought John was coming.
I thought John was coming too.
Man, do I look tan or what? Jesus.
Is that what you call it? John Young in the house. Tyler Watkins from the Heat One app. J.R. Howell from Crucible, Crash Crescendo, and CrossFit Crash, and father to Taylor Self and Jason Hopper, amongst others. John Young in the house. Hey, a great interview. The little bits I saw of that girl who competed at Crash. Is it Lydia Fish?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Max O'Haj interviewed her. What a cool chick. I probably watched like 10 minutes of it. That's a cool chick.
Isn't it weird? She's young. Isn't she like 18 or 19?
Very
she
young.
is?
Yeah, maybe 20. Yeah.
Oh, I like the way she speaks, her cadence, her voice, her eye contact, all of it. I was digging her.
Yeah, she was delightful to have around in October. She was really cool.
Jim, how close is she to you?
Not close. I want to say she lives in like Minnesota, but
Hey,
she came to Crucible to compete.
Yeah, did she say, I was tripping, did she say she showed up to, where do you live? Charlotte? Spartanburg.
Spartanburg, yeah. It's about an hour south of Charlotte.
Did she say she showed up there a month early?
No.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it, and I apologize if it's not Minnesota. It may be Wisconsin, but it's somewhere.
She lives in Alpharetta now. She lives with parent. Okay. Yeah.
But did she come a month early? I thought she said something like she came there early to prepare.
She may have been. No, she wasn't in South Carolina. She may have been in Atlanta for a month leading up to it to prepare.
Caleb. Hi. That's nice. Okay. That's cool. I didn't realize. I thought that's pretty impressive that people prepare for the Crucible, the qualifying event for the super match in Scottsdale, Arizona. Rumor has it.
That's what I heard.
Okay, guys, we're going to take our time here today. Something I'd like to look at because we didn't know who Ibarra was, and we didn't know much about Hattie Canyo this last weekend. So one of the things I'd like to do is if we come across anyone, I'm going to start digging to see how many semifinals. What is I'll just start with this since I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. John, I'll ask you this first. What's the key indicator? Like Hattie Canyo, that was her third semifinal. What's a key indicator? By the way, guys, the discussion today is about the event that's going to happen this weekend in Knoxville. It's called
Syndicate.
The Syndicate Crown. It's also called the Northeast CrossFit Semifinal. 10 men and 10 women.
I think it's 11. 11.
It's 11.
11 men and 11 women will be going to the CrossFit Games from this event. There'll be 40 men and 40 women. So it's pretty easy to go, right?
No.
Pretty easy to make it to the games through here. I mean, they take 25% of the field.
Super easy.
Okay, there we go. Wow, Caleb with the graphics. Okay, so the Northeast, 11 and 11. J.R. Howell will be there. So will Taylor Self. John, are you going?
I will not be.
Tyler, are you going?
Be there.
Tyler will be there. Amongst others, Will Brandstetter, the creator of just amazing content. And Patrick Rios, in charge of the Sevon podcast behind the scenes. Don't worry, they'll be cutting away during every great moment. Entire thing will be made with the 360 cam.
It's got potential. It just needs a little work, so no big deal.
Hey, Will, in that Tetlow video, how come you didn't use captions? Why?
John doesn't know how phone works.
Is this so real quick? Sorry, before I dig in, is this the toughest regional?
Oh, sorry.
I think so.
Yes,
I think it's the deepest for sure.
I think it's the toughest on the women's side and the men's side.
Harder than Europe?
Yeah.
Harder than Australia?
Oceania, but yeah.
Harder than West Coast, United States?
And Canada and West Mexico. But
so when you say it's harder, is it also harder to predict?
Once you get past like the first 5, I would say so.
Tyler?
Yes.
JR?
Yeah, it's accurate.
Okay. And would you say that Ibarra and Hattie Canyo were surprises?
100%. Only like 4 people in the world played Ibarra one time in the app.
Well, winning events and making the top 8 is a different thing.
Yes, but only like 14 people in the world even put him in their top 12.
Yeah,
JR, did you?
I didn't even play Heat 1 this time. I cannot lie.
But tell me, had you ever heard of Ibarra?
I had heard of Chris Ibarra.
Ibarra?
Yeah, yeah. So
Sound
yeah,
it out.
I said
Hey,
a few
me and
times.
Lauren Khalil can call people whatever the fuck we want. Sorry, go ahead.
Facts.
Colton.
Steven Tackett, Chris Ibarra's coach, had been telling me about Chris since before Crucible last year. He said, "Hey, I got a guy that is up and coming, collegiate athlete, started working with him. He's really talented. I want him to come to Crucible, but he's trying to decide between like Desert City and Monster Games and Crucible. I just feel like that's a lot of competing, but I want him to come." And he decided not to. And then kind of after the field was released, he wished he would have. And Steven was here as a member. And he helped me judge. Great dude. He kept working with Chris, kind of gave me updates on him as the season went on this year. And then when he finished quarterfinals, I think he was in 5th initially, in 5th of North America West. And I remember Pat Vellner coming on your show. I want to say it was when he was talking about all the stuff he had planned, like all the weddings and all the moving and all that. And you asked him something about the field, and he even mentioned Chris. He said, like, I think there's some new guys that are going to be pretty good. This Chris Ibarra guy, like, finished really high. I don't know much about him, but blah, blah, blah. And it was really, really brief. But I just remember hearing his name. And then he dropped because of a penalty. And I think in a lot of ways that kind of took a lot of attention off of him, because even with 4 workouts in a field that good where you've got Brent and Justin and Pat and just the who's who, to have someone like that finish as high as he did in quarterfinals, a lot of people would have been expecting something from him, either just to finish bottom 10 because he's only good at in the gym stuff, or to qualify for the game. So in a way, and Steven even said this, in a way, it may have been a blessing in disguise when he got that penalty, and it kind of just took some pressure off of him. But the dude's legit, obviously. I mean, to do those 6 events and to not get exposed in some way, I thought was really impressive against the field that's about as top heavy as you can get.
Okay. So that being said, let's talk about this real quick. If you go to the semifinals, and you look at the list in the order that CrossFit gives them to you, are they put in any particular order? No. Okay.
No.
And you look at this guy's open performances. The guy's name is Will Carter. And then you go to individual quarterfinals. He went to the regionals. Okay. He's only been a team guy in the past, and his quarterfinals are in 2021 is 154, 2023 is 4,623rd, and then in 2024 it's 160th. 43rd. He is the 43rd in North America East. So this is Will Carter right here, the very first guy on the list who's going to be at the event. Is there anything we can glean? I'm assuming none of you guys know who Will Carter is.
I do.
Nope.
You do?
Yeah, Will Carter competed on Move Fast Lift Heavy's team last year. That's why in 2023 he has such a low finish, because he probably didn't even complete individual quarterfinals. He was on Christian Harris's team last year.
Wasn't this one of the goofy dudes in Kill Taylor?
One of the guys that called in together, him and Joe Piero called in together for Kill Taylor.
Okay. So now when you see here, it says 43rd North America East in 2024. Can we say anything about that? Like, can we just look at that and be like, okay, he's a threat to go?
I would say you need to pull up that leaderboard and look at those 4 workouts and see if something stands out to you.
Okay. Oh, how high would it have to be before you're like, okay, that's the next Hattie Canyon? Let's look at Mateus Porter. He's next. View his profile. And he's 41st in North America East.
Yeah, Matthias is good. He competed at Crucible the year Taylor won and kind of like was virtually an unknown. That was 2022, and he had a really, really good first couple of days. So I just know his name because he's competed at Crash, and I know he's been involved with TTT for a while now. just whether or not he has a individual programmer or just follows their stuff. But yeah, same deal. Like, you see where they finish, you should go and look at that leaderboard.
And what would you glean from the leaderboard? We already know what the workouts are. What would you be looking for on that leaderboard?
I would be looking for big holes in a field, even like quarterfinals. And then I would also be looking for really, really high finishes. Like, I would look for top 10 in North America East finishes. And I would also look at any workouts that he got like over 100 points.
You know what this makes me think, though? So with Chris Ibarra, right? He was way higher on the leaderboard till he took a hit. And then he ended up finishing very high in semifinals. And it's like, okay, so was the pre-hit higher? It was higher correlated to the semifinals. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, when you look at somebody like Matthias Porter, it's like, okay, well, then did they take a hit on judging? And was that actually more true to their actual performance? Does that make sense?
Yeah, when you look at all these athletes and you see kind of an outlier score, you wonder if that was a penalty score or if it was a capacity score.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, with someone like Chris, we see now that he demonstrated the capacity for sure, and just got step up, no reps awarded to him, and similarly to how Pat did.
You think if that would have been Biden, who congratulated him from graduating from wherever he was graduating from, he would have posted the picture?
Hell no.
Thank you, Caleb. Caleb has spoken. John, you know you're muted. Okay. You don't have to mute yourself.
My dogs were barking. I
Okay.
didn't want
Oh, Will Carter, Matthias Porter, top 11?
No.
Okay. Next on the list is Robert Yates. Let's go to his profile.
I know Kiefer was working with him. I'm not sure if he
still
still is, if he's in the cat. Yeah, so Robert's been to Crucible a couple times to compete. And, yeah, I mean, Kiefer speaks highly of him and his improvement.
42nd in North America East. So if he's 42nd in North America East and they only take 40 people, that means 2 people above him pulled out.
Correct.
Okay, so these last 3 guys we picked were the guys who barely made it in.
Yeah.
It's funny to me. The order that you're looking at is based on registration. So these guys were the first to register, but it's hilarious because they were the last to qualify.
34 years old, Tyler Christoffel. 4th. No, sorry. Sorry. 13th in North America East. Is Robert Yates going, by the way?
No.
Tyler Christoffel.
Christopher.
13th. Christoffel. Like alcohol. 13th in North America East. Is he qualifying?
I do not have him qualifying.
I think he's always a threat too.
I don't know.
He'll be in the teens.
Ben Smith.
I think he's gonna smash workout too. He'll be like a top 3 heat 1 at in that because he's such a good squatter.
What's workout 2?
Dude, with this field, I just don't think he's fit enough to be top 3 in workout 2.
What's workout 2?
We'll see. 5 rounds for time.
You would take him over Roman.
100 double unders, 20 toes to bar, 10 front squats.
100 double unders, 20 toes to bar, 10 front squats. How many rounds? 5?
5.
Okay. Ben Smith. You guys okay going through these like this?
Yep.
Sure.
28th North America East. Any chance?
Nope.
I want there to be a chance.
I want there to be a chance.
John, what other than Father Time, because you could just say he's old, what workout specifically for someone that well-rounded do you see being an issue?
His well-roundedness is going to be like a 10th through a 20th. He's just not fit enough.
Do you have him in the
So
top 5?
not Father Time. If you want me to say Father Time, I'll say that there's going to be up to 10 guys fitter than him in every single workout.
Is Ben Smith fit enough, but just too slow? Does he come from an era where they weren't racing?
I think they were racing more in his era.
Yeah, I think so.
You believe they were racing more?
You agree with John? I don't agree with John. I think they're racing more now. I think that the transition. I don't even. I think in his era, the transitions were just like a time to chalk up, take your shirt off, drink water, shit like that.
The workouts were written differently, and they always are year to year. But if you look at the flow on the floor and the progression of the events this year, and I think to John's point, sure, you can jog back to the jump rope after you do your front squats, or you can walk back. But if you're not fit enough to do 100 straight and you have to break, what was the point? So I think what he's saying is back then, oftentimes people like Ben were so far ahead of his time and so much better than people that where those people had to break, he could just go unbroken and it wasn't an issue. Is that kind of what you're getting at, John?
Yeah, I mean, he could walk to his transitions and then just be able to do everything. Rich is similar. I mean, Rich is fit enough that he would. I'm just saying he's fit enough. He would make it. He could make this field, but everybody else is just stupid back then, and they would run to the jump rope, and then they would try to do double unders. They would do 70 double unders, and then keel over for 20 seconds, and then finish their 30 double unders. And then they would run to the toes to bar and do 20 toes to bar unbroken for 3 sets. And then the 4th and 5th set, they would be 10, 5, 3, 2. And Ben could just be smarter than everybody. Yes, he's fitter, but he could just be smarter too. So it's a twofold. And everybody's retarded on their transitions and their pacing back then. So the smarter people would triumph. Chris Spieler made a living of just being smarter than everybody. When
I think
how he worked out.
I think there are a lot more people that can make you pay for a mistake these days. Like you could make a mistake, but the depth of field is so much different now. The guys that are in 30th through 40th, if you miss a snatch, they can add 5 spots to your score on event 5. Whereas back in the day, you miss a snatch and, these other guys weren't even at this bar anyway. So it doesn't matter.
In 2009 in Aromas, Ben Smith showed up to compete at the CrossFit Games and took 64th place. In 2010, he took 8th place. In 2011, he took 3rd place. In 2013, he took 3rd place. In 2014, he took 7th place. In 2015, Ben Smith was the fittest man on planet Earth. On 2016, he was the 2nd fittest man on Earth next to Rich Froning. Last time he was at the Games was 2023. He was at the Games last year?
Probably as a Masters, right? Oh, team.
On a team.
Oh, okay. It does say team. Okay. So the last time he went to as individual was 2019. He took 28th place. And boys, is he going back?
And that was a pity spot if you want to count that.
Yeah, fair enough. You mean he got an invite?
He was a wild card.
Yeah, that shouldn't even count. Is he fit enough to make it back at 34 years old?
No.
Event by event. I mean, like,
say what he's not fit enough. Like, it doesn't matter if he's good at all the events. He's not fit enough.
I mean,
I'm sorry that it's that cut and dry, but it is. Like, we can go through event and event. What is he bad at? He could be good at it all. It could all be wheelhouse for him,
but just not good enough.
I mean, the double under toes to bar front squat. 10 years ago you'd say, or I don't know. Yeah, 10 years ago you'd say he's going to win it.
10 years ago I'd say he win the semifinal.
Yeah, but you're just, and I've also heard him say he's fitter than he's ever been.
And there's 10 guys fitter than he's ever been too. Like,
I mean, he's a squatting machine, right? Double unders he could do in his sleep.
Yeah, he's good at squat. I bet there's 5 guys at least that beat him in his best workout.
All right, no Ben Smith. Anyone? 11 spots, guys. It's pretty easy to make it.
And it's not that I don't like Ben Smith.
I like Ben being right there at the end. I like Ben with a better than like a puncher's chance going into Sunday.
Hey, maybe he's one of those guys who's going to go from 28th place to 13th place in the last workout.
Or just in the last day, I could definitely see him making a big jump.
He's saying like him be 20th up to like
he gets second in the dumbbell carry workout, in the lunge workout. I'm saying like, or he pulls like he's got a little.
I could see him doing really, really well in the snatch ladder. And
is he the original Medeiros? Would you say he was never a home run hitter? He was always like the.
That's probably a good.
He won events though. He won the soccer chipper. He was one of the strongest guys. He didn't win like max lifts, but he was like 3rd place in the max lifts.
And that's Medeiros. If he's ever going to win something, it's going to be like chipper style, right? And he's strong. He's top 5 strongest guys, right? Sandbag shit. No?
he's
Okay.
not.
Okay.
I will say
I
it'll be
tried.
interesting to see.
He won double DT. Like he's won events before. I would not put him in the same mold as Medeiros. He was, yeah, I just wouldn't put him in the same mold as Medeiros.
2000. Any lack of confidence in Ben Smith? You think he's grown into his?
No, he's got nothing. He's got nothing to lose. Like he's probably just going to be like, I'm going to show everybody what I'm made of. Like he's older, old era.
From the early days, even like I went back and watched some of the behind the scenes, and the year he won the games, I mean, you were talking to him and he was just insanely calm and mature and just go out and think about this event and then forget about it and think about the next one. Like it was just
He used to be really shy, almost like a deaf mute. Like he grew. We watched him grow.
Thank you, Dustin. Heavy DT. Sorry.
But he was a kid when he came to the games. Like maybe like 18 or 19. He was just a kid. Maybe younger.
I think he was 19.
Yeah, he barely talked. Luke Parker of CrossFit Mayhem, North America East semifinal, 8th place.
I think he's got a shot.
He does have a shot, but I don't think. I mean, he's got his work cut out for him. I mean, as is everybody, but him in particular.
30 years old.
I think Luke's in the just like last year. The events line up really, really well for him. He's a great runner. He's going to start off the competition, I think, with a really good score on both of those workouts. Like I just think that these events really, really cater to what Luke's good at. He's a good snatcher. He's fit. I think he's going to be fine.
Does he go on the list?
I would put him on the bubble list right now.
Okay, I'll put him off on the side. Luke Parker.
I don't disagree with anything JR said. It's so crowded.
Right.
But 100%, these events are great for him. And the year he made it where nobody thought he was going to make it, I think it was last year, the same thing happened. The events were just so great for him, and he showed out.
Stefan Kossett, old man, Masters athlete. Age group quarterfinals on it. Semifinals.
Is he Canadian?
Semifinal.
Is he Canadian?
Yeah, he's Canadian. North American East semifinal, 28th place.
So it's possible that it's Stefan Kosset?
Possible. Probably not.
Yeah, it could be. What did I say? Stefan Kossett?
Stefan.
Yeah, Stefan Kossett. Eighth worldwide in the quarterfinals. Wow. Maybe that's in the Masters division.
Yeah, I was like, hold up.
38th place in North America East quarterfinals. Rank worldwide 155th.
No chance.
No chance?
Yeah, no chance.
I don't even know how to read these stats. How the fuck does this work? It says 2024. So there, we can't look at his placement.
Look at his placement. What?
Outside of his age group.
Oh yeah, you can. That's in North America East, man.
Okay. Individual quarterfinal. Okay. I see it. Yeah. All right. No chance. Okay. Sorry, Stefan. What did you call it? What's his name, JR?
Could be Stefan. I think it's probably Stefan.
Stefan, yes. Nate Ackerman, the Brute kid, has had some amazing training partners. Danielle Brandon, Dallin Pepper, Fee Sagafi.
Yeah, I think he's Dom's athlete now.
James Sprague, now moved to Mayhem with Emma Carey. 20 years old. Let's see what he did last year. Last year, he didn't even make it to the semifinals.
His partners with Coos at what?
Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Last year, 2023 in the semifinal, he took 24th. This year, he took 26th in the quarterfinals, North America East. Any chance?
No, he needs time. I think he's on his way, but it's not his year yet.
Dre Strom, cameraman for CrossFit Mayhem.
I'm interested to hear what you all say on this one.
No,
That'd be
no shot.
crazy if he made no shot. Individual quarterfinal 2024, 14th in North America East. Hey man, he's seen the best in the world do it.
I don't really say like
closer than anybody.
Someone like Dre, I think John, even though he likes to default to this reason, would have a hard time just saying it's fitness. I think with Dre, it's got to be an event or a whole. What is that, John?
I just don't think he's strong enough.
Okay, so it's just the fact that the programming seems to lend itself to the bigger, powerful athlete.
Yeah, and
Clean
I
and
mean,
jerk 340, back squat 475, deadlift 565, Fran 207, 5K 2023, snatch 280, sprint 400 meters. Wow, he's got 50 seconds around the track.
He's an amazing runner. At least he has become a really, really good runner over the last few years. I think he'll start off the competition with a really good score.
Guys, I'm not a hater. Like, walk through the events, okay? The snatch ladder, yes, he'll finish it. There's going to be 12 to 15 guys that are ahead of him. Like that alone, like the East, it's not that I think Dre would have a shot of making it in the West. The East is so deep.
Who finishes higher, him or Luke Parker?
Luke Parker.
Okay.
You cannot be
Like,
like,
what Luke would say about that.
He's really fit. Like, and then like that's not good enough. Like it's so deep that I really feel like the programming is going to cater to guys that the workouts just float towards their strengths. And Dre is smaller guy.
It's so deep.
I was like,
thank you. Must have pushed the button.
nice C3PO
How about now?
button.
How about now? Am I better? Okay.
You missed two chances, but you got it.
You can't even tell.
Okay, so no Dre Strom.
If event 3 was an actual gymnastics workout, then he would have way more of a shot.
Hey, do you think that him and Luke Parker both know? Like, if you were to sequester them into a room alone and you would ask Dre, hey, can Luke beat you? He's like, uh-huh. And you ask Luke, hey, can you beat Dre? And he's like, uh-huh.
I don't think Dre's going to say that. I think Dre's going to be
I don't know. I don't know if we've ever really seen Dre show all the way out. Like, wasn't like every year of regionals he like tweaked by something or another?
No, Dre was robbed. Like no one has ever been robbed before. In 2017, the all dumbbell year, Dre got the most egregious no reps on ring muscle ups in the 21-15-9 dumbbell overhead squat ring muscle up workout, and he was robbed, and he should be a one-time individual games athlete already.
Wow. You stand by that?
100%.
Damn. Trish, Sevon, hi. JR is sick of your shit.
Never.
Thank you. Okay. Glad. JR bringing the passion. That's a good point. All right. Okay. So Dre Strom, Alexander Caron, 28 years old. Feels like his name's been said forever. Man, everyone's over 200 pounds, dude. It's Big Boy Central. Alexander Caron, let me tell you some things about him. CrossFit Games 2018, 2019, 2020. 2021, 2022. In 2019, he went as team. He didn't go last year. He didn't make it. And this year in the semis, wow, it says North America East semi. Oh, last year in the semifinals, he took 58th out of 60. So he shit the bed. He probably pulled out or something from an injury. Is that true?
Yeah, he withdrew. I don't know if you remember the
controversy. Did they make him withdraw?
With the verbiage about attempting and trying and showing effort, but yeah, he had injured his pec and he wasn't able to do the ring muscle up workout with the ruck, and because of that,
that's the year that Sydney Wells got a pass and Alex Caron did not.
Was that also was last year the year Scott Panchik landed on the rope, or is that 2 years ago?
That's 2 years ago. Last time we were in Knoxville.
Caron qualified 11th. He had the 11th fastest time of the boys he's competing against in the quarterfinals. Is he going? Got him.
I think he has a good. I think he has as good a shot as anybody, but I do not have him. I do not have him going.
So do I put him on? Do I even put him on the list that Luke Parker sits on, or no? He doesn't even make that list.
I think you can put him on that list. What do you guys think?
I think he could be on the list, but it's lower than Luke.
Okay, lower than Luke. Got noted. Okay, Dallin Pepper, fittest, 22 years old, the fittest man in America.
I think he will do okay.
Fifth in North America East. Is he going to win this?
Could. Very well could.
Definitely could.
He's
In
straight up
Justin
built for
Medeiros
this.
style, style, or with some wins?
Way better.
I would say Justin Medeiros.
I think it's going to be. I think it would be exactly that way. I think it would just be top 10s all over the place. And
100%.
So he's the first guy we're getting on the list for sure. You guys have him for sure. Dallin Pepper. In 2023 semifinals, he was took third. Where's 2024? How come I can't find 2024? Oh, there it is. Individual quarterfinal 2024. He took fifth. Overall in the world, he took 20th.
With everybody knowing his scores.
Yeah, good point. Okay, Dallin Pepper's in. Anything that we need? Any concerns about Dallin? Is he healthy? Are there any concerns?
I'm really excited about Friday because of Dallin. Because everybody just wants to talk about he's good at everything but running. He's good at everything but running, and I know he's been running a ton, and I'm excited to watch because I think that workout will really kind of almost like give him an idea of where he's at compared to the games field on a run heavy workout at the games, because there's so many good people at the semifinal.
All right. Evan Rogers, known as the Pipsqueak, 185 pounds, little tiny guy, 5'11", 185, little miniature man. Evan Rogers, Evan Pipsqueak Rogers. 2023 semifinal, North America East semifinal, qualified in the 15th spot.
I mean, I think we'll see him somewhere in the top 20 again this year. Every year he's been to semis, he's performed really well. And yeah, I'm a little bit of a homer because he's competed at Crash a bunch of times.
But he's light, right? 185. Does he finish the snatch ladder?
I think so.
I think he finished the snatch ladder. Yeah.
But does he go on any list? There's only 2 lists. Does he go on either of them?
No, not for me. You're not allowed to make the games if you're not over 190 pounds in the semifinal.
Thank you. That's what I thought. Jason, on the other end of the spectrum, 35 pounds heavier than Evan Rogers. They call him Jason Tubby Hopper, the Tubster.
JR's taking offense to that right now.
Individual quarterfinals, 4th in North America East. Does he get to go on the list?
Yeah, he can be on the list.
Any chance he'll win it this year?
He's got a chance.
I'm trying to think of what he would screw up on.
Is he your number 1 pick to win it, John?
I have him second place.
Oh, interesting.
Or third place. I don't remember. Second or third.
Does he? What would he have won? West? Would he do better than the guys at the West?
I think he would win the West. Yeah.
JR, would he win the West?
No comment.
Tyler, would he win the West?
I think so. He would have a really, really good shot.
All right. So now we have 2: Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper, young guys.
Although he did tell me, JR, he said if he was comfortable that he was not going to try hard on event 6.
Good for him.
Austin Spencer, 205 pounds, made it to the games through the last chance quarterfinal a couple years ago. Last year? A couple years ago. Competed in 2022 at the CrossFit Atlas Games. Not his fault. Someone has to compete there. Sorry, Austin. Was probably the weakest region that year, outside of the Africa.
Mm-hmm.
Individual quarterfinals, 2024, 30th place in North America East. Man, this guy's been around forever. Can he do it? Does he still got it?
I mean, I think he's as fit as he was then. I just think this is a guy that I think he's just like, this is what he is. This is his potential. Maybe he's fitter than that, but I haven't seen anything that would suggest that. I don't have him going.
Is he
that was
misfit
unfortunate.
athlete? What is he?
Yeah, he's
No ass remaining.
he married Carolyn Connors, and she's Carolyn Spencer now. She's a games athlete too.
So he doesn't go on a list. Does he go on a list, JR?
I think he's probably in that top 20 boat.
But does
Yeah.
he beat Luke Parker?
No, I don't think so.
Does he beat Caron?
It depends on how healthy Alex is. Like I mean,
he's
we
never healthy.
even at Wadapalooza that pet kept him from doing the dip workout. So I don't know. I feel like he's always banged up.
Ready for this? Marcelo Clarizio, 21 years old, 170 pounds. They call him the human feather.
Wow.
Yeah, they call him the human feather. He's so light that when he's working out, they have to turn the fans down in the room.
That's about what JR weighs, yeah.
170.
180.
You're 10 pounds heavier than this guy?
Semifinals.
I'm 180, so I guess.
Do the math, Tyler. Can you do the math from the Heat One app?
No, I can't.
The math on this
Too
show
much.
is brought to you by the Heat One app.
He's also probably not 6'1", so he probably looks a lot thicker than I.
$1,500 you can win. All you got to do is just punch it. You just got to punch in your guesses. And hey, listen, this is how easy it is. The guy who took 6th place on the Heat One app just chose James Sprague to win every event.
Also happened to be James Sprague, but yes.
Yeah, so that's how fucking easy it is to win $1,500.
Dude, I think that's awesome. Guy bets on
is.
himself and then ends up 6th in the world.
Yeah,
because-
just go there and pick Hopper for fucking everything.
I will say, watching Sprague play other times when he is also competing, he's very honest. Like, he won't pick himself if he doesn't think he has a good shot. So he cares more about winning in the app.
2023 this year. No, sorry. 2024 individual quarterfinal this year. He took 31st in North America East. Does the human feather have a chance?
0.
Does this guy finish the snatch ladder?
I don't know his abilities. I don't have to comment.
I do. Fuck no. Seth Stovall, 22 years old, 5'9" tall, 188 pounds, out of CrossFit Mayhem. Individual quarterfinal 2024, qualified 17th. Okay, so we have, is Corona Mayhem athlete too?
Everybody's a mayhem athlete.
He has been for a long time.
Okay.
I think Seth has a shot to make it. It's an outside shot, but he's a really, really fit guy.
Is he better than Luke?
We don't really know.
I would say no, but
Is he better than Dre?
I'd put him on the same level as Stray.
Okay.
He's younger than Dre.
Way different like athlete type, but like I'd put him on the same level.
Any final thoughts on Seth Stovall, JR?
I'm excited to watch him. He's another young athlete that, like, even hearing Rich talk about how good of a head he's got on his shoulders on a couple shows he's done, I think he kind of gets it. And whether he makes it this year or next year or the year after, like, can see him kind of being like a Luke that, like, a lot of people doubt early on, like, why are you trying to do this? And then year after year, he just gets better and better and better, and then he qualifies. So I think he'll be in that same boat.
Is he like the East version of is he the Eastern Will Leahy?
No.
Every
that's
time
Austin
every
Hatfield.
time we've had a chance to see him, he disappears.
Oh, that, like, in that sense.
Yeah. Like, we don't really know that much about Seth. Not
Dre-
at the highest level.
Dre is far better than Seth. He's got to be 195. He's only 5'7".
Well,
Hiller
guys,
said
I didn't say he was going.
Hiller said he's cool.
I just said he was fit.
All right. Does he get to go on the list with Caron and Luke Parker?
I would say no, but I'll let you guys.
I
I think he's in the teens.
I don't know. I got Leahy'd last week. I have a penchant for wishing for new guys, so I want to say yes, but I'll let JR.
JR, it's been passed down to you. Low man on the totem pole.
Well, you know, I'm not going to give you anything super straightforward. I would put him somewhere, in the top 15, top 16.
Does he? Is he? So Dre is not. Dre is the gatekeeper of the list. He's not on the B list. Is he better than Dre?
Ooh, I like that. Dre is the gatekeeper. Like if you're fitter
Of
than
the B
Dre, you
list,
could be
not
on the
even of the
list.
A
And if
list,
you're not
yeah.
fitter than Dre, you're not.
Yeah. Is he fitter than Dre?
I feel like I have them in the same around
They
the
are
same
very
level.
they are very different fitness types of athletes.
Jr.
I would say yes.
I put him on the same level.
Okay, so he can be a gatekeeper too. So now he's holding hands with Dre. He's not on either list.
I
but
like
he's-
this because now you're gonna say Peter Mason, and I'm gonna be like, nope.
Okay. Peter Mason. I saw him at the Zealous games. I want to say he got injured there. Did he?
I thought he got second place in an event. Like we
Oh.
never thought he was in the running, and then I want to say Royal Flush off the top of my head. But I have
5'10",
no idea.
5'10", 190, perfect height and perfect weight. 2024 individual quarterfinal, 12th in North America East. Oh, this dude's going. It's this dude's year. This dude's a disrupt. This guy's a disruptor.
He's a problem.
Yeah, he's a problem. He's a disruptor. Yeah. You guys aren't buying it. 12th, guys. 12th in the individual quarterfinals. That's where he qualified.
That's really cool. It's a big accomplishment for him.
He did get first, John. I needed to check that. He got first in Royal Flush.
I don't know how I do it, Tyler. Just
It's because
in
you're
there somewhere.
autistic.
What's Royal Flush? What's Royal Flush?
It's a workout.
I can't
Oh.
even remember what the workout is, let
Four-
alone the freaking name.
There were bar facing burpees in it.
425 snatch, 337 clean and jerk, 512 deadlift, 217 Fran, 55 pull-ups, one arm pull-ups strict.
A lot of times these are outdated.
Snatch
Step on.
260, 400 meter run 104.
He's got trouble coming if he can
I
still
mean-
only snatch 260.
Peter Mason,
think
does
he's
he
got
go on
trouble if
does he go on the A list or B list?
No.
C list.
I think he's going, guys. He's
That's your Hattie Canyo?
he's my Hattie Canyo. Canyo. JR? Is he the closest thing that we've seen to a Hattie Canyo so far?
He's
Peter
looking
Mason?
for permission, JR.
Peter Mason.
I did not. I knew next to nothing about Hattie. I know at least a little about Peter, so I would not make the comparison.
Hey, Peter's got crazy engine, right? He's fit as fuck.
He's not fitter than Dre.
Say this. He out of 12 dudes, really only 11 competed at Zello games. He got 8th.
Ooh, that's a great pool.
Fuck you. I mean, thank you. Tyler.
I didn't say what that meant. I'm just saying facts here.
I'm putting him off. I'm putting him off on the side on the C list. He's the first one on the C list. Okay. Jason, did we do Austin Spence? Okay, it says so. Peter Mason. Marquand Jones. My God, this guy's been around forever. This is like father time. Good height, 5'11", 200 pounds, 34 years old.
Yeah, Marquand is a case of like good athlete, like he's fit. He's just not as fit as the guys that are going to make it.
Went to the games in 2018, 37th place. This year at the semifinal, North America East semifinal, 20th. No go.
What has he been missing? That's
He's-
always
He's not fit enough. Like when I say that, when I say they're not fit enough, like it's everything. It's
I want to
not
say
just-
I interviewed him. I
they
want to
don't
say I
have that
interviewed.
sixth gear.
Yeah, you have to legless rope climb faster. You have to handstand walk faster. Your row pace has to be 5 seconds faster. You have to snatch 10 pounds more. You have to run 1 minute faster on your 5K. Like it's not, when I say it's his fitness is why he can't make it. Ben Smith, same thing. Like they're not
Does he
fit
beat Ben
enough.
Smith? Does he beat Ben
It's
Smith?
everything.
Does he beat Ben Smith?
I think those two will be in the same, like 5 spots, within 5 spots of each other.
That's crazy. Hey, I remember interviewing Marquand somewhere. I can see where it is. I want to say maybe it was Albany or
He's
some
fitter
shit.
than Elijah Muhammad.
And he said this was his last year, and that had to have been like 5 or 6 years ago. So I'm kind of getting like, I'm getting that vibe from him that he just stays really fit.
Ariel Lowen.
Yeah, good point. I think I do remember he had a crazy hot chick with him too. Could be wrong about that. I can't remember. I apologize if I'm wrong about that. Spencer Panchik, 28 years old. God knows where he trains. Rumor has it he's with L now. Coach L, Daniel Brandon, Kelsey Keel, 47 other athletes. Former proven athlete. Brother of the great Scott Panchik, one of the greatest to ever do it. Twin of Saxon Panchik. Two boys building legacy. Been in the CrossFit space forever. Grew up with the OGs. Probably been CrossFitting since he's fucking 10 years old. Probably the longest CrossFitter in the fucking group, to be honest with you. Maybe as long as Ben Smith or longer. No, that's not true. I took it too far with that one. Individual quarterfinal in 2024. Took 18th place in North America East. When you hear the name Panchik, do you just assume they're going?
Not this one.
I assume they're going to be right there, like with a chance going into the final workout, no matter what. I always think that.
Yeah, me too. The name carries so much weight in my head. I can't even think clearly about him.
And it's more so it's not necessarily based on reputation or based on track record in place of finish. It's based on just they don't have holes. But
yeah, what's he not good at?
But to John's point, he's not great at anything either. So when he needs to get a top 5 or get a top 3, they have a hard time doing it.
For instance, if Justin Medeiros is essentially a Super Saiyan Panchik. If anybody
super
knows
what
Dragon Ball,
Panchik? A super what?
Yeah, don't use that reference. He's not going to know.
A Super Saiyan version of any Panchik you want to use. Like, they're not bad at anything, but they're not great at anything. Justin is a little bit better at everything than the Panchiks are. And I'll group them as a whole. But Spencer Panchik is my last person. He's my first person out. He's my 12th spot.
Okay, so I'll put him on the list with Parker and Caron.
Yeah. There you go.
That list is getting really long.
Caleb, do you know what I'm saying with that? Does that make sense to you, Caleb?
Oh, you're desperate.
Yes.
You're desperate.
Okay.
You're
Because
desperate.
it makes sense,
It's,
right, Caleb?
It
You're
does.
desperate, John. You're desperate.
does.
Justin Medeiros is the Hulk as opposed to their Bruce Banner.
No. You can't. No.
What is this? This
The
is
same
a
thing.
metaphor. This is a parallel that John was drawing to these fucking anime guys.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, because
These are
I'm a
all
real
versions
one.
of Goku.
And I grew up on Dragon Ball Z, like all the real ones do.
Respect.
I cannot believe John is talking like this. John has really come out of the closet. This is crazy. The real ones. Okay. All right. Is Spencer going, JR?
I think he's going to be right there. Like John kind of has him on the bubble. I would put him right there between a few spots.
Do you think he's not going and you just don't want to say it because he's a Panchik? You think it's sacrilege?
No. That's
Okay.
how I really feel.
All right. Tyler, do you believe him?
I think he could go. I would put him on the bubble, but I'm like you. I think it's sacrilege not to think that they can go.
Not to choose him. Yeah. Like you'd be
Yeah.
struck down by the CrossFit gods or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Jack Rosema. Boy, hard to bet against him.
I'm gonna bet against him.
Dude, he's a
coming.
Hey, this is a
I'm
true
almost
freak.
playing on the chat right now.
5'9", 205. This guy is a freak. Would you say this guy's a freak, JR?
You'd be hard pressed to find a better physique at this semifinal for sure.
He's an gnarly. Is he fit? How is he going to do on the run?
That might be his worst event.
2024 individual quarterfinal, 8th in North America East. That's impressive. It's impressive.
Yeah, no, and there's not any high volume gymnastics here, which is his worst thing.
Rosema or Dre.
I would pick
Dre all
Dre.
day.
I would pick Dre in that scenario, but I don't think would put Rosema within the same 5 spots of that. I think Rosema is very fit, and high volume gymnastics are what he's the worst at. I really think it's just a case of him being in North America East. I think he might make it in any division except this one.
Hey, let me also say, how many events were there at the Crucible?
7.
Yeah, this guy went hard to the end, as I recall.
Yeah, and it's interesting. John makes that point about the gymnastics, and while I'm not trying to argue with him at all. Crucible's gymnastics were extremely high level gymnastics. It wasn't a lot of chunk chest to bar, chunk toes to bar, chunk handstand push-ups, chunk whatever kind of gymnastics movement you want to pick. It was pegboard.
Harder.
It was parallel handstand push-up. So gymnastics at a way higher skill level. So yeah, it's interesting how some people really excel at that type of gymnastics, but they aren't as good at the lower level skill gymnastics stuff.
You know, I mean, I'm not as good as Jack Rosen. I'm not trying to say that, but I'm very similar to that. I can do all of the harder gymnastics, but then, 100 chest to bar for time. A lot more people would beat me. Same with Jack. Jack's the same way.
Dude, I think probably Jack Rosen has insane pull-ups. I bet he's got a world-class time. He looks like a fucking pulling machine.
His physique reminds me a lot of Dan's back in the day.
Speaking of Dan, Michael Dixon, John and Dan Bailey look like brothers.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. That's good. I like that. I can see it. I can slightly see it. I can slightly see it. Thank you, Paper Street Coffee. Get high now. Okay. Do we put him on the B team, Jack Rosema, or is he on the C list? Is he better than Seth Stovall?
I'd put him on the B team.
I hear someone typing.
Yeah, he's on the list. It's not me.
All right, Jack Rosema, B team. Boy, the B team is going to be fun to look at. I'm going to say Rosema's. I'm going to put him up there with Pete Mason in terms of being a disruptor. Samuel Cornway. God, this is going to really break my heart to say this, but I think Samuel has been underwhelming. I've wanted, and that's just based on my own expectations. I keep thinking he's.
I also agree. I agree with you on this.
I was going to say, I think it's based on nothing but how hype you were about him and how confident he was a couple years ago.
Yeah, I just. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know why he's not he's games champ material to me.
The downfall was the lake water. It was like after that, there was nothing left in him.
Really? Did he got poisoned by the
it was
lake water?
That was all the hype. And then he was like, oh, I got sick from the lake water. And it was like, we never saw anything from him after that. It's like, yeah, he makes it to the games, but.
Samuel Cornway, 5th in North America East this year. That's fucking amazing. At the games, 2023, he took 22nd. He went team in 2022. He took 1st. The year before that, he took 23rd. That's 2021. 2020, he took 10th. 2019, he took 35th. 435 back squat, 370 clean and jerk, deadlift 530, Fran 205, Grace 130, snatch 305. He's got all the tools, right?
I think he's in. I think he's comfortable.
Comfortable. He needs a win here.
I don't think he's going to win this competition. I don't think he has a chance to do that.
I have him 7th.
Okay, he needs a win. Okay, so now we have 3 on the list. Austin Hatfield. I sense problems here.
There's your headache on, yo.
5'7", 195 pounds.
He passes the 195 mark.
Yeah, that's good. Basically, Matt Fraser 2.0 is what John thinks. Semifinals in 2023, North America East 13th.
One spot out.
No, sorry, that's okay. That
first competition ever.
2024, holy shit, quarterfinals, North America East, 3rd place.
Uh-huh.
How did he do at the Crucible? He got spanked by Colton.
won.
He won. He beat
Oh.
Colton and James
Oh.
Sprague.
Oh,
Get at me.
Anybody
someone.
wondering, he would have won using both scoring systems.
And he
as
grew up
well.
on Dragon Ball Z too.
Yeah, Tyler, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. I don't know if this is the right time or not. Will Brandstetter has
B score.
really tried to talk me out of your P score, and I told him, I said, no, dude, we got to
shit.
do it. He said, dude, no one knows what it is. I said, that's the point, man. We are misfits. We're a marching band to nowhere. This group of
does
this motley
Brandstetter
crew.
say? Does Brandstetter
we-
say it's no good, or he just,
No, he laughs about it, no one knowing what it is. How can we continue to use it? I said, that's exactly why we're going to keep using it.
That's exactly.
Hey, but it's valid, right?
And
It's valid.
I love using it, comparing it to the regular scoring as confirmation of that somebody didn't get gypped with how the events were scored.
It's like
for the
Lydia-
record, Will is not trying to talk me out of it. He just asked me if I was going to use it. That was just a little bit. I can't have you.
He
I can't have you
probably-
right there. Just
he said,
What's the
I can
difference
tell you
between
exactly
Z-score and
how he said
P-score?
this.
What-
It's a riff on the same thing. That the
Okay.
calculations are just slightly different, but P score is easier. I
It
guarantee you,
basically
Will
tests
was
your
like,
fitness for each event rather than your placement for each event, right? That in a summation. Okay.
Because I remember Colton won 4 straight events. The last 4 events, he won every single one of them. And everybody was like, how does Colton not win?
so
And then freaking P score, he was actually worse than regular scoring.
yeah. And it's because Austin was so close to him. And
He was
then I
second in
will
every
say
event.
on the last event that Colton smashed everybody, even P score, which considers performance, could not. I felt like it still couldn't accurately give him enough points for what he did. I mean, he made everybody look silly. And so it's like, yeah, he would have even scored worse in regular scoring. Colton.
maybe, yeah, and
And
maybe
he
the
still
biggest
lost, is what I'm saying. Austin Hatfield
Yeah.
was still first in both of those.
Yeah, and I know we're on to Austin. We're talking about the East right now, but people need to think about when they say they hate P score, they hate the idea of it. Listen, no one wanted to see Olivia make the games more than I did. I picked her to win the snatch ladder and the handstand walk workout. She did. And if you use P score, Olivia Kerstetter is going to the games because she destroyed everyone on the snatch ladder. She didn't just beat everyone. She destroyed everyone. She showed she was so far superior on that workout. And how do you think that the person that got second should only get 3 points less than her? That is the question. That's what comes into question when you see such a dominating performance like that. Should that be worth as much as someone only winning by 1 or 2 seconds? Like, look at Colton and Brent. Do you think Olivia earned, because I hate the word deserves, do you think Olivia earned more points compared to the second place finisher than Colton did compared to Brent? I would argue yes on that workout.
I mean, did Olivia touch and go 175?
She didn't freaking need to.
But absolutely. And like, I think the math shows second place would have been 75 points versus 100 points for Olivia.
No, it was 83.
I thought you said 25. That's what it said in the little chart.
17 points.
All right, 83 points. Was a way to defeat my point, Tyler. But
Shit, we're not going to have time to do this unless we do the women tomorrow night. Austin Hatfield, which list?
he makes it.
Oh,
He's comfortable.
JR?
well,
I have him 6th place.
JR?
I know JR disagrees.
I think he
It's
makes
okay.
it for. I think he makes it for sure, but I think it's going to be more difficult because of how the last 2 weeks have unfolded with the programming. I think that it's, and I mean, I hope he's one of those guys that can just say it doesn't matter. He's going to overcome it. He's that good because no one's
What are
been
you referencing?
no one's been as high on him as I'm referencing Uldis and Colton winning 2 workouts and not qualifying.
Oh.
And
he's going to have
Olivia.
to have a Chris Ibarra like performance this weekend.
He's not.
Yeah, but I think he's. I mean, seeing him in person, I I'm very high on him for sure. Not as vocally as high as John, but that's not really my way to be. So
Jeffrey Adler.
top three.
I think he's gonna make it.
Jake Berman.
He will unfortunately not be making it.
B list.
No.
C list. With
Look
Peter
at his
Mason.
look at his weight.
Do you think he does better or worse than Peter Mason?
I think he'll do better than Peter Mason.
You're out of your mind. Okay. Jack Farlow.
I think he makes it. I think Jack Farlow's going to show out a little bit.
You mean like a James Sprague style?
Programming's good for him.
Maybe not to that extent, but I think he'll be comfortable too.
JR, does he do as good as Sprague? Ooh. Does he have a coming out party here? 6'1", 210.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jack makes it easily. It's. I wasn't expecting the performance from James that James put out, so I would say that he's in the top 6 or 7. I would think with this programming.
Zach Levy, 2024, 37th North America East. No chance, right?
No chance.
Alex Vigneault.
Not based on the performances we've seen of recent.
I wouldn't put it past Vigneault, though. I wouldn't put it past him to be in the mix. I'm not telling you he's going to make it, but I wouldn't be past.
B team?
Yeah, I think he's deserving of B team.
There's 33 athletes on the B team right now.
Joseph Piero of Kill Taylor fame.
No.
5'7", 200. Oh, shit. Look at his picture. Wow.
Dude, that's thick.
Wow. Yeah, he was thick. He was a cannonball. Joseph Piero, B team. Does he beat Peter Mason?
I don't know enough about him.
Let me tell you how he finished in the quarterfinals. In the quarterfinals, individual quarterfinals, 2024, took 24th in North America East. So he doesn't even go on the Peter Mason list. Roman Krennikov.
Really great weekend for him.
Yeah, the machine semifinals.
He's who I have picked to win it.
Does he make it, JR?
John, you've changed your list and she sent it to me.
Did I?
Yes.
He's sending you a fake list.
I'm sorry. I need to go back and look at the list I sent you. When did I send you that list?
Right before semi started.
Oh,
Tyler has
I mean,
Roman-
I saw how the events went. JR, yeah, I changed it.
Tyler, is Roman's career in its twilight? Is it waning? Is there a chance we could see him do worse this year than last year? A lesser athlete?
Oddly enough, no. Like, he's been around forever. It's like there were so many years he was supposed to go to the games, didn't. But I still think we're on the upswing of his career.
Do you think Vikovsky has waned?
Pikowski?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little.
Yeah. Do you think he's waned, Jer?
No, it's actually, God, I'm going to get so many blasphemous comments. That's why I don't look at them. Yes, he is not LeBron in any way, shape, or form. He's not like in the argument of the 2 best CrossFitters ever. But as LeBron's career has gone on, the reason why he's been able to be so relevant is because he has changed as a basketball player as he's lost some of his physical gifts. And what I'm saying that is not that Brent has lost some physical gifts, but as his body has changed, he has become better at some things. And by comparison, not just been the tall, lean, light guy who's just going to go out and hit home runs or finish high 20s or low 30s. So I just think Brent, I think Brent is the best he's ever been. But I think that his essence as an athlete has changed a lot, similarly to how LeBron is now. He's become a spot up shooter, and everyone said that he would never have that in his game.
John?
Oh, I like that analogy. I've called Austin Hatfield LeBron for much different reasons, but I respect that. I respect that analogy.
Saxon Panchik.
I have him making it.
I put him over there with Spain. Oh, you got him safely in.
Yeah,
I have him in. I don't have him safely in.
B list or A team?
No,
I would put him on the
18.
B list, high on the B list
No, I'd put him in
with
the 18.
Spencer.
JR, B list or in?
No, I don't have much doubt about him. I'd put him up pretty high.
Garrett Clark, 25, 5'9", 195.
No.
Looks young. 25th, North America East.
No.
No,
No chance in hell.
Yeah, the
he'll
field's
do
too deep.
well at some stuff. but
Okay, the Will Morad, 5'9", 190.
never count him out, man.
I think he makes it easily.
JR?
If there was an athlete that on paper this programming suits, he might be at the top.
I need Will Morad. I need Morad to win so he doesn't come dick stomp me at Masters.
Oh, he's going to regardless, Dex. He's looking for that double.
Wow. Okay, so Morad's on the list. Does he finish higher than Saxon?
I think I have them one spot apart, but I think I have Will 8 and Saxon 9th.
He took 20th in the quarterfinals. North America East.
It's irrelevant.
All right, if you say so. Benoit Boulanger.
Try it again. That was really bad. Come on.
That was on purpose. It had to have been.
You could do it better. Come on.
Benoit Boulanger.
I'll take that one.
Don't make it underwear, and you got it.
Benoit Boulanger.
I like
BB. They call him BB.
They call him BB.
Look at how. Listen, no man with a neck that long can make it to the fucking CrossFit Games.
We need every time an athlete comes out, they need like to be introduced, just like Sevon's voice, like Benoit Boulanger.
Holy
BB.
shit! Hey, listen, this fucker did good. 7th in North America East. This guy's going.
I think it was Travis said that he did a sub 20 on workout 1 when he trained it. Now, how he did that, whether the runner was calibrated weirdly or what, it's a downhill run, 800 meters. I don't know how he did it, but he did say that he did a sub 20 in workout 1 in practice.
This guy's going. Guys, this guy's better than Peter Mason.
He's really weak.
He is?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me verify that.
Dude, he's
for you.
186 centimeters and he's 205.
How tall?
Yellow.
Is that?
Let me
Is that
I have
about
one word for
6'2"?
you. Yellow Hosty.
He's like 6'1", 6'2", JR.
Dude, his neck is fucking like he's a fucking giraffe, dude. Look at this dude's neck is crazy. I bet you with a name like that, he's centimeters. Yep, 186, whatever that is.
6'1".
All right. So is he going, guys?
No.
I'm putting him on my Peter Mason list.
He's really, really, really fit, but he's weak though. You can't be weak in this programming.
Do you think he speaks English?
Yeah. He's not from Quebec.
Yeah, dude. Look at his fucking name, dude.
Is he from Quebec?
With a name like that, I don't know. You got to at least question whether they speak English.
Isn't it crazy that Quebec doesn't speak English?
If I was there, I'd be riding that dude's jock. I think that would be my Raphael Sanson.
That is Travis's Raphael Sanson.
Travis who?
Brault.
Oh.
Do you not like him, by the way?
Who?
Like,
What the fuck are you talking about? Sevon loves me. He's dedicated a whole character in the show to me. John, you're a douche. You're trying to plant seeds of dissent. Now, let me tell you something about this guy. BB. Thank you, Sevon. Put some respect on the name. BB is going, and he's going to surprise you. He's going to have an event win, and he's going to struggle with 1 or 2 events, but he's going to be great. And you can come to my YouTube station and join the other 6 subscribers, and I'll be calling the event. Okay, thank you.
Something about that voice
God bless
reminds
you,
me
Sevon.
of Heber. Does nobody else hear that?
Sorry, John. What were you saying? Do I not like Travis?
Yeah.
I have no fucking idea. I have no opinion on him.
That's
Okay.
not true. He gave him a compliment on the Weekend Review show, talking about how he calls like he was making calls like he was on the radio, and it was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he watched this morning show and he texted me. He was like, "Does Seva not like me?"
Excuse me, John. Our texts are private.
No, Travis texted me.
Yeah, I know. I know. Buddy.
I can't do the voice.
Not share our texts.
I got you, man. He's not in the thread. The thread's sacred.
Travis, I'm sorry. John, I'm sorry, Travis. I'm sorry.
And I said, I don't know.
I'm sorry
I'll
that
ask
John
him.
is sharing your text on my show. We'll edit that out. Caleb, can you edit that out after the show? John, thank you. We'll edit that out. That wasn't cool, John.
I also said, like, the first month I was on the show, I endured basically crucifixion every single show.
I still think you do it at least once a week.
Oh my God, John, be cool to him, John. Don't throw him under the bus. He's a good dude, the Travis. His voice is just like he just needs some tea. Go ahead, JR.
I was just gonna say, I think Benoit will surprise some people with how high he is, like after the first and second day. I think he's gonna go out and do really good on the first workout. And honestly, I think just being around Caroline and Jeff is like, I think that's huge. I think getting coached by the same person is big. So I think as far
Lambre's this dude's coach.
yeah. So I
Wow.
think as far as development goes, she obviously knows what she's doing. I mean, look how far Jeff came in 6 or 7 years.
Do you think she gives both of her
She
male
talked about it.
athletes the same attention?
I can't remember who
Or do you
interviewed her
think
and
she's
asked her
giving
that.
Jeff more attention than Benoit?
He's not
I
allowed to
can't-
sleep in the bed. That's
For
for
any
sure. Jeff is.
any unknown reason. Just
Go ahead,
Tyler.
Tyler.
You sure? God fucking damn it. Somebody interviewed him or her, and she was stupid upfront about it. She was like, "No, I can't give him the same amount of attention."
I
was
really like that about her. She will answer anything you ask her.
I mean, it's
Very-
super
very
responsible.
honestly, very honestly.
It's super responsible of her to be like that, but it's like, I don't know. It's like taking on a client and being like, "Yeah, I can't pay attention to you all the time."
Yeah, some people.
Well,
like
we'll
that.
see. We'll see. I bet you she gives him more attention than we suspect. I bet
Yeah.
because she doesn't. I suspect like Adler, she doesn't do anything half-assed. Okay. Taylor Self. Oh, so does Benny beat Dre?
JR?
BB does BB beat Dre?
I put him right there with those guys. I think you could say it's between 1 or 2 spots, either direction.
I would say I don't know him well enough to make an actual call on it. It'd be irresponsible for me to make a call on it.
All right. Taylor Self. Does he go on the B list? Not
Benoit?
Taylor. BB.
I think he's fit enough to go on the B list. Yeah.
Okay, Benny and BB.
Benoit.
Okay. I'll take him off with Peter. I had him with Peter Mason. I'll put him on the B. He's sorry, Peter. He's higher than you. Wilmore. Taylor Self.
B list.
JR's not going to answer.
Oh, I love watching Caleb's reactions.
Are we saying guys on the B list that are going to qualify though?
No,
I mean,
the B list is like when we.
B list is the bubble. I thought.
B list is you could qualify, but it's so many people are on
B list
that.
is below the bubble.
Okay, I say he's above that line.
I thought he was. I thought B list was the bubble.
Yeah, see, I thought B list was you could.
Well, there won't. Listen, we're gonna know at the end. If I put Taylor on the A list, there's only one spot left, and we have to.
Yeah, and
fill
that's
in with
going to Travis.
Okay, I'm gonna put Taylor on the A list. Is Taylor better than Dre?
Yeah, I have Taylor as the last spot in. I have him in 11th place.
You think that old fuck Will Morad's gonna beat Taylor?
Yes.
Son of a. You think that Saxon Panchik kid is gonna beat Taylor?
Yes.
Think.
But they'll be neck and neck.
Holy shit, JR, listen to me. Ready, JR? Austin,
Taylor got beat by a meth head in Pennsylvania. Saxon can beat him.
None of those kill Taylors can be used. Those aren't valid data points. All right. You think Austin Hatfield JR is going to beat Taylor Self?
Be honest, Taylor. Be honest, JR.
I don't think he.
You don't think JR can be honest?
No, I really don't know. I mean, I don't.
Yes, you're not.
I would have a
You
hard
know
time.
the workouts.
That's
You know the
not the
athletes.
truth.
What more can I tell you? What more? What other? I'll get you any information you need to make a decision.
Listen,
JR. Go
man.
ahead.
Listen.
Okay.
I've
okay.
seen them
Oh,
both.
JR's getting aggressive.
I've seen them both in my house. I've seen them both in my house win. And I mean, I put them, I hate to say this, but I get very emotionally attached to the people that come and compete at Crash and the people that win, especially. Like, I want to see them succeed more than I want to see anyone succeed in the sport. Really. Like Austin, Taylor, Jason, Shelby, Shaylin, Lindsay. Like, I have a hard time discussing any of those people. But I think they both qualify this year, Austin and Taylor.
I think they both qualify too. I have Taylor as the 11th and final spot, beating
What's the
Spencer
first-
Panchik.
What's the first workout again?
He should murder it.
Run and what?
Run and 10 clean and jerks. 5 rounds, 800-meter run, 10 clean and jerks.
And what's the weight on the clean and jerks?
185.
185.
Is he going to be able to pace that, or is he going to freak out and come out too hot?
I think he's going to murder it. I think it's potentially a top 3 workout for him.
Okay, so put him on the A list. Okay, Taylor Self on the A list. Travis Mayer.
Going.
I have him 1 spot above Taylor.
JR? For the
Yeah.
tiebreak.
That's where I'd have him somewhere in that range.
Okay, so all 11 spots are full now, just so you know. Brad Wilson. 27 years old, 6'2", 215.
Nope.
What? Couldn't time out.
30
Couldn't
What?
Travis win this weekend?
No, Tyler.
Why? All
Because
of
he's
these
not a
workouts
top
are
5 games
incredible.
athlete.
Hey, you think he's going to be top 3 in that first workout? You think it's going to be him and Taylor all by
No,
themselves?
no. Jeff
No?
Adler's going to run away with that workout. You think Travis can compete with Jeff
He's an
Adler in that workout?
amazing runner, and that bar is not
Not as
going
good
to
as
slow him down.
Jeff.
I don't think that's correct.
I think it's 100% correct.
How do you think Roman Krennikov does that in that? He can run.
Better than Travis.
Brandon
Okay, maybe,
True.
but
I think Travis will do better than Brandon True.
Brandon True, 32.
Hold
Jorge
on.
Fernandez.
Can we get JR's opinion on that? That way I'm not the only person telling you you're on crack. I think Travis will make it, but I think he's going to have to fight to make it.
I'm just saying, look at every
The run's
single
2.5
event.
miles.
They're all fantastic for him.
Yeah, I would say this programming, a lot like Luke, is lays out really good for Travis's strengths.
So you think he could potentially win it?
No, I wouldn't pick him to win it. Like, if I had to pick,
Like, give me a range.
if I had to podium, I could see anywhere from 5 to 10 is probably what I would say, because I just think a lot of those spots are interchangeable outside the top 4.
Okay.
Yes, very, very diplomatic.
Jorge Fernandez. Mayhem.
No.
B team?
No.
Does he beat Peter Mason?
I don't know. I don't know why you've chosen Peter Mason. I don't know enough about Peter Mason to make like calls on people being better than Peter Mason.
Individual quarterfinal 2024, 33rd, North America East. That's not very good.
For someone like Jorge, I wouldn't be worried about that particularly.
Cam Crockett.
Also competed at Zelos games.
B team?
No.
Simon Galinas.
No.
Look, he competed at Wadapalooza. Okay, so let me just tell you. You have Dallin Pepper, Jason Hopper, Samuel Conway, Austin Hatfield, Jeffrey Adler, Jack Farlow, Roman Krennikov, Saxon Panchik, Will Morad, Taylor Self, and Travis Mayer.
That sounds like a pretty good list.
On the B team, you have Luke Parker, Caron, Spencer Panchik, Jack Rosema, Alex Vigneault, and BB, Benoit Boulanger.
BP.
You guys want to try to do the girls?
I can.
JR, how you doing?
Mm.
Can we go a little bit faster?
Okay.
Ask
Okay.
Tyler how he's doing.
How you doing, Tyler?
I'm holding on the best I can.
Can you say melatonin? Okay, the women in the East, by the way, we will, as the week goes on, as we get closer, we will reconvene the group and we will start picking winners for the workouts. Jessica Kalijian, the Armenian superstar. Jessica.
That's a Sentinel athlete, I believe.
Oh, is it?
Mhm.
5'2", too small. Sorry, Jessica. Good pedigree, though. Brooke Wells.
Yep.
11 girls going. We got the first one, Brooke.
She's sus to me. I'm not sure.
Yeah, to me,
I don't
too.
trust her
She's
anymore.
Sus to me. Sus.
Good jobs.
Mary Helen Saunders. 5'4", too small.
I mean, I wouldn't. 5'4" is not too small of a number.
Doesn't even have a
height-wise.
picture. Do you know her, JR?
I do. Yeah, she competed at Crucible. She's
Yeah.
awesome. She and Ashley Cope and Ellie Hiller. They're all really good friends. They're all
Alabama girls.
18th,
Mhm.
18th in the quarterfinals. B team. Ashley Wozni.
Nope.
5'7".
Man, I want her to go
dude,
so
she
bad.
She would be.
She's
she
right
would-
at that bubble.
She would be a star. She would be as box office as Colton or Taylor or anyone who will talk and say stuff. She's one that I've really wanted to have at Crucible that I haven't been able to get. Like, I just think her personality is amazing, and she's obviously really fit.
The white
Ac-
whale.
Ashley, if we were an hour and 20, we'd be going over to your Instagram and perusing, trolling you. Callista Lang. 23, 5'4", 138.
No.
I think she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be top 20 though. I think she's gonna be in the mix. And I'm
16th.
not just saying that because she finished third at Crucible.
No, I'd agree.
16th in the quarterfinals. How
She's
about
very she's very skilled, and we've seen that the gymnastics play a huge role in the overall programming for the females more so than the males. So because of that, I think she can make moves.
Oh, I've seen this chick around forever. Chloe David Gavon or Gavon David.
She was on that Move Fast Lift Heavy team last year with Christian Harris and Will Carter and Winter Rodriguez.
And she went individual in 2018.
Yep.
She's 13th North America East. Does she get to go on the list, Chloe?
B list.
B. Oh, really? Okay, Chloe on the B team. Anyone have any issues with that?
No.
Ashley and Chloe kicking it on the B
And
team.
I think she is a former gymnast, but it's so there's a lot of really, really, really good movers out there, but she's one of the best movers I've ever seen in my life. Like, and that's everybody. It's just incredible how good everything looks that she does.
Paige Semendez is only 5'3". I'm taller than Paige. I could swear when I interview her, I'm looking up at her.
Well.
I would guess. Hey. I would. Hey.
Oh well.
I would have guessed she's 5'9", 165. Wow, is Paige going back?
I have her going in. Yeah.
Does she beat Brooke?
No.
She's gonna have to dig herself out of a hole after the run, right?
I think she'll do all right. Like, not great, but she'll do better than. I think she'll be like 15 to 20th.
Do you think she goes, JR?
Yeah.
Logan Philolus.
I don't know
No.
anything about her.
Me either.
5'2", 150.
I didn't know she was a girl.
Well, now you know. 23rd North America East. Okay, so she doesn't get. Sorry, Philo. It's a great name. Reese Littlewood.
I just can't not think of Legally Blonde when I hear that name, and it's not even close to Witherspoon. But
She's 17. No go, right?
nope.
Carolyn Spencer.
Nope.
She'll be in the mix. I would say no, but I think she'll be in the mix.
Didn't she go last year?
I think she went 2 years ago.
Her and Austin went together. which is
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was
crazy.
the year Austin qualified to the last chance qualifier. So I think that's 2022.
Alexis Raptis,
B team.
you're out of your fucking mind.
I'm just kidding.
She'll do
John,
great.
do you see Tia and Alexis in the same way that you see Laura and Gabby, where
No,
it's just them two and then everybody else? Or do you think there are other people that are
no, I think
as good or better?
Yeah, I think there are other people. I think there are other people as good or better.
Is Emma
Like-
Lawson better than Alexis Raptis?
That's one of the names.
You put Emma and Danielle in that category with Alexis.
Yeah, I would say it's
Me
Tia,
too.
and
Yeah.
then a next tier, and it would be Alexis, Emma, and Danielle. And I wouldn't be surprised if any of those, like second through fourth, could be any shakeup of those names. And then Tia's in a tier of her own, and then there's a next tier drop off after that.
So you think Laura, Alexis, and Emma,
Where's Laura coming in?
Laura Horvat?
Tia.
No, I was basically asking him if he thought two women in the East kind of separate themselves
Oh.
in the same way that those two did
For
in Europe.
instance-
And I agree. I think this is way deeper, and I think all of them are super high level. Those top four.
And I wouldn't think it's crazy to put Alexis Raptis second. I don't think it would be crazy to put Emma Lawson second. I don't think it's crazy to put Danielle Brandon second. I really do think there's a Tia, and then there's a gap, and then there's those three, and then there is kind of a hodgepodge of who executes the best.
Lexi Neely, 21 years old, took 100th in 2022 in the quarterfinals, 22nd in 2023, and 12th in 2024. She's coming.
She's still got a ways to go.
B team?
C team.
Wow. Okay, C team.
I would say I'm wondering if you guys think, like last week we saw some no names or dark horses show up, but it was a much weaker field to a degree. But this field's so stacked and so professional, and that they've been doing it for a long time. They have a ton of experience. Do you guys think we do not see those surprise finishes?
There are two names that I think we will see that people don't know, and I think one of them will get the last spot in, and I think one of them will be like the last spot out.
In the women? In the women,
and like for you guys, there's different names. For me, I'm looking for these two girls, and everybody else is fake news. Maybe, and like unless we don't know about them, and there truly is a Hattie Canyo situation, which I mean, I even said Hattie Canyo, I think she's going to be good in the semifinal, but I didn't know, right? So if there's somebody that we don't know that shows up out of nowhere, I'm not putting that past happening. But for me, there's only two girls that I think are going to be a surprise that the majority of the population doesn't know.
Alexa, can you please show me some porn?
And they're not going to be near as high as Hattie Canyo or Caitlin Bernardin. Like, they're not going to make near as much news. You know what I mean? They're going to be very like, oh, she's in 10th place. Like you're not really going to think about them until the last day.
I wonder how Alexa responds when you ask for porn.
I really want to know how that went.
You're not going to give us the names? We're going to wait till we see them?
I will when we get there.
Okay. Elizabeth Wishart. She's been around for a long time, since 2015. 19th in North America East quarterfinals.
She's a good smile.
Yeah, great smile, great picture. Okay, she's not in.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Annika,
Go ahead.
Annika Greer.
I have her as the second person out. The
B
second first
team.
person out.
B
Yeah,
team
B
Annika.
B team.
Lydia Fish from Taylor Self versus the World.
This is
20 years old.
This is one of the names.
What?
I think
No, it was Lindsay Lane. I'm sorry. It was Lindsay Lane from Kill
Yeah.
Taylor. Sorry.
Lydia Fish was at Crash Crucible, and she got second to Lindsay Lane. Correct, JR.
Correct.
But she kind of a home run hitter, very, very good at gymnastics. Other than Danielle Brandon, like I think she'll get second place in the handstand walking one. I mean, maybe like I don't put it past Tia or some of those girls just to be fit enough that they row much faster than her. But I would say that she's the second best person on her hands in the field. And
Yeah, I would say look for her to have a similar performance to Trista Smith.
to Trista Smith, yeah, and Trista Smith finished 2 spots out, like she was very, very close to making it. I think Lydia Fish will be very similar in this field.
Lydia Fish, B team. Fisa Goffi.
I have her in.
Easy.
Not easy, but
Hairball day. Hairball for her. Touch and go.
not quite touch and go either. Like she just has to execute to her ability. Doesn't have to do anything crazy as long as she doesn't have a tragic event where things go wrong. I think she'll be in.
We're almost done, people. We're almost done. Hang in there, JR. Hang in there. Now, remember, if you need a refreshing uplift.
Is it safe? Yes, it's safe. It's very safe. So safe you wouldn't believe it. Is it safe?
Will there be anyone at the Northeast semifinal with a larger hog than Tudor Magda in the stands or competing or anything? Thank you, Tyler, for weighing in. Thank you. Thank you.
And that's why no one respects this show. John, what are you doing with these trash hats? These slap dicks.
Easy,
Slap
Travis. You'll get them back easy.
Did anyone keep Patrick Rios' slapstick sticker?
I was wondering, I came home and my son walks over to me and goes, "Why does your phone say slap dick?" And all my boys start laughing. Someone put a slap dick on that Rios did that?
Yeah.
Someone
I'll be very interested to see if Travis tries to have a deeper voice this week.
I hope not.
That would be so funny. If you try to put a deep voice on when he's kind of commentate, sound like Shaq.
Travis just wants to protect your reputation. He's a good dude. Okay, my dear friend, colleague, a regular on the Sevon podcast, Rock and Body, Danielle Brandon.
Yeah, I can't stand her avatar.
What is that?
It's Jimmy Fallon.
Is it?
Maybe not.
But yeah, she's going. Maybe not.
I have her second place.
Hottest chick in the world with the ugliest avatar. Congratulations, Danielle. Thank you. A second place. Oh, what do you got her at, Tyler?
Like maybe 4th or 5th.
Okay.
JR?
Either in 2nd or 3rd.
You think she beats Raptus? Why don't you guys have Emma Lawson beating her? More workouts? Like Emma Lawson's going to beat her at the games, right?
That's my top 4. I haven't sat down and thought about who I would have where, but
John, Emma Lawson beats her at the games?
Thanks,
Danielle
Caleb.
Brandon?
Yeah.
I would predict Emma Lawson to beat her at the games, yes.
More workouts favor Lawson.
Yeah. I think Emma Lawson's just a little bit fitter than her. And more events would show that. Yeah. Everything you just said, yes. But on this semifinal, I have Tia, Danielle Brandon, Emma Lawson, and then Alexis Raptis.
So Danielle Brandon, congratulations. You're going. Bailey, Bailey Maravag.
Guys, it was a joke. Y'all are ridiculous.
Bailey Maravaglia.
You're
Maraviglia.
so
Maraviglia.
naive.
Bailey
Maraviglia.
Maraviglia.
I like it. She's going.
No,
Age
no,
33,
no
she's got
swimmer.
nothing to lose.
No swimmers are going. She's not going, right?
No.
Shelby Neal putting her on.
Hard weekend for Shelby.
Really? Hey, I think she's going to show up for the rope climb.
She weighs 150.
5'2", 150.
That's thick.
I was
got her in.
not guessing that.
You do have her in, JR?
Yep.
Just for me.
Just for you.
Is she your last spot?
Yeah, I would say that she's one of the ones that goes into the finale having to do some work to hold her spot or to beat a few people. But I think she's in.
Okay, so bubble for sure. The excitement's on Shelby Neal. Watch Shelby Neal.
Yeah, the bubble athlete for sure. I have her just out, unfortunately.
Emma
and it hurt me to
Lawson,
do it.
19. My God.
In like Clint.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how impressive Emma Lawson is, especially like between the years.
Is she really not dating
Jack anymore?
Jack anymore?
I have no idea.
I read it in the comments, but
She put a fire emoji on his most recent post, so I think they're still together.
oh, okay. Thanks. Don't mean to start.
I don't know. She seems
rumors.
mature enough. She seems mature enough. If they break up, she's still like
I think it would hurt Jack more than her.
puts the love on him. Why do you say that?
I mean,
You wish I wouldn't ask that, right? I'll strike it from the record. Fair enough. Jared, why?
well, like she's the fitter person in a relationship. It's like she brings home all the money, and then they broke up.
Oh, dude, they haven't even held hands yet. These two are so square, Jack Farlow and Emma Lawson. Are you kidding me? Money.
Look at their veins.
They haven't even shared a weight belt. They have a seat between them at the movies.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
Would
No,
you do this kind of work anymore if you were Jack? There's no way I would do that.
That's a fair question.
do you know who Ian Gary is, the UFC fighter?
No.
Katie Galore. Katie Galore. 5'6", 141. Golden Goose CrossFit. Great name. 38th North America East. Sorry, Katie, you don't get no love. Bye.
No.
Haley Adams.
I'm excited.
Going.
I'm excited to see Haley compete.
Okay, let's be honest.
Let's do it, man.
29th in the snatch ladder. No, she does better than that.
Yeah, her max is 185, but that was a while ago. So if that's still her max, I think she clears it and she has a better time than most.
Let's say she doesn't clear it. Does that just completely fuck her head up, or it doesn't matter last day?
I think enough women won't clear it that she'll be fine.
Does she destroy the first workout?
Yeah.
Obliterate it?
Second place.
All right. JR?
I think she finishes the ladder, and it's not a question.
If her snatch is still 185, 100% agree with you.
Brianna Dunbar, 29, 5'10". Damn, she's tall.
Dunbar.
Yeah, she's competed at Crucible a few times.
32nd in quarterfinals.
Yep. I think she'll do well on some workouts. Like you said, tall, powerful athlete. She's skilled too.
B team?
C team.
C team. Elena Savage.
Nope.
No.
Caitlin Sanders.
No.
She has a Taco Bell.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I might.
Hell
I
yeah.
think she's on the B team.
Christ.
John, are you willing to make an exception for logos instead of pictures
Bad
of other
faces.
people? Pictures of other people.
I don't know. The Taco Bell was so shocking. Like it's kind of winning me over.
Tia Toomey. Did she win it?
Yeah.
Runaway?
Yeah. And I think after this semifinal, everybody's going to be like, what the heck?
Caitlin Saunders, the fewest followers of any CrossFit athlete alive, 695. Oh, she's going to do that good? Toomey's going to do that good?
Yeah, I think people are going to be scared of her. It's going to be – I think after this semifinal, it'll be evident that the Laura-Tia conversation shouldn't even be happening. I mean, I know we're going to try to hype it up because – we want people to view it and get behind it and people to root for Laura to dethrone Tia, even though Laura's the champion right now. But I think this semifinal, it'll be evident that Tia is that much better than everybody still.
JR?
Is the line 5, John, to event wins?
5 event wins. Well, let's walk
Or
through
is it-
them
or
because
is it-
Danielle
or is
Brandon's
it-
going to win the handstand walk,
Is
right?
it 4.5?
So Heat 1 app just picked Tia for all of them and then Danielle for the handstand
I think
walk.
the line's got to be 4.5 because Danielle Brandon's going to
is-
win the handstand walk.
This is a place where it sucks that we have it where you can just play anyone because it's like you
It
just have to
does-
count the win
yep.
and out at this point.
100%. You need it. You need to do the 2-man rule forever. I don't know why you ever got rid of it.
2 plays.
Who would win? Who would be your other winner? I feel like Haley maybe in event 1. Other than that, man. I don't-
Rachel Fricker.
Fricker.
Well,
Nicol-
I want him to answer that question.
Nicoletta Torrigiani.
Torrigiani? No, too small.
Carolyn Stanley. Oh, it'd be so cool. Didn't she make it last year?
I
She's
think,
cool as
yeah,
shit.
she did. I
Yeah,
think she's.
yeah.
I think she's going to be right there. I think she's going to be in the mix.
B team?
Yeah, B team.
She beats Shelby Neal beats her.
I think so. But they're
Morgan-
going to be together.
Carolyn Klutz. What a great name.
No,
B
it's just
team?
too klutzy.
Too old.
Masters athlete.
Nina
chance to
Varagovic.
Too European.
Oh, I don't know. That could be a dark horse. 5'5", 150 mayhem. Those are good. Aniston Sudhoff. Another mayhem athlete.
Too foreign.
5 feet tall.
I want to see these people's papers.
Here we go. Here's number 2 coming up. Go ahead, Savon.
5 feet tall.
Oh, he doesn't know it's coming.
Erica Folo.
YOLO Folo.
This is where John
this is my last
losing
girl
his
in.
touch.
This is my last girl
What
in.
the are you out of your fucking mind, dude?
Look what she did in the quarterfinals.
She's 5'2", 132. She's just nothing, dude.
Tia
Fourth.
Turi's 5'4".
4th in North America East. 7 pounds of weight per inch.
And she trains with Emma Lawson and Jack
Hey, good
Harlow.
job. Let's peruse this for a second, Caleb.
Good job.
Let me see. I want to see her standing next to someone.
She trains with Emma Lawson.
Show me. Is that Chris Spieler in front of her? Okay, let me see some other
Wait, is that
pictures. Let me
Tucker?
see- Tucker the fucker?
No, I don't think it is, but it could be.
No. God, she doesn't look that short, dude.
Yes, it's also CrossFit. Those dudes are.
You think she's Hattie Canyo of the East?
I think she's the Hattie Canyo of the East if Hattie was the last spot in and not in first place for the majority of the competition.
What do you know about her, JR?
0.
Oh yeah, let me see that one.
Tiny.
Yeah, you know what tiny means? Really good at gymnastics.
Yeah, and not good at the bike.
Oh,
I don't know, Shelby Neal-
She's YOLO Folo. She'll send that bike. I'm telling you.
Okay, we have a problem here. Are we really picking her?
John is.
Are we really picking?
Oh, wow.
She's
dude.
my Hattie Canyo. You don't have to pick
Okay.
her, but she's my
Okay.
Hattie Canyo. I have her
Okay.
as the last spot in. Now, Clydesdale alluded to her being hurt, and if that's the case, then I didn't know she was hurt.
You had
but-
Caroline Spencer in or Caroline Stanley?
Talking to JR?
No, you. Who
I
was
didn't
our
have-
last one?
I didn't have either. I had them on the B team.
Look how
Oh.
professional her.
No, you had Carolyn Stanley in.
On the B team.
Oh, okay. Okay, Caroline. Okay, on the B team. Okay.
I'll rock with YOLO Folo any day.
Okay, we'll put her on there. Folo. 10. Fine. Last spot, Jordan Svek. Dana Paran.
No.
She finished
Talking
the
about
snatch-
the men, Scott.
Does
Keep
she
up.
finish? Does she finish the snatch ladder?
Yeah, she'll destroy that.
I'm not thinking. Is
Does
this
she
the
win
same?
it?
I'm not thinking of Danny Danny
That's who you were
Haran.
thinking.
Haran.
Yeah.
Danny Haran. Is who
But I
was
think this
thinking of.
Paran might be strong as shit. I think she might be a brick shit house.
She is. I want to say she was an Olympic weightlifter.
Kira Napoli. Amanda Barnhart.
I have Amanda in, but I don't. I'm nervous about Amanda.
Because of the shoulder?
Yeah, because of because of the shoulder, and we haven't seen a lot from her, like, at all. Running's not her best forte. It's not like she's going to crush that event, and we know it. She should be good you would think she'd be good in the legless rope climb workout, but our legless need to hold up, and pulling capacity has been a weakness of hers. That's just, I think she'll be really, really good at event 6. But it's, she's just hard. She's hard to pick for because we don't know the extent
You
of
think
her
she's going to
injury.
be good at event 6, but it's 15 muscle ups, and I think I've heard her talk about the muscle up as sort of maybe a testing point for her shoulder or a weak point for her shoulder.
No, and that's the case. And that's why I'm nervous to pick her. But
JR, is Amanda going?
Yeah, I think she's going, but I'm right there with you. I mean, I'm curious to see how her shoulder's doing, and I'm with John. If I knew her shoulder was 100%, that's one of the only events that I could see anyone beating Tia at would be the last one with her.
she'll be the first off the bike if she can 9-6 the ring muscle ups and then lunge to the end unbroken. That gap she creates on Tia from the bike, she might be able to hold on.
Tyler Watkins, she going?
I'm not so sure. My heart wants to say yes, but I'm nervous.
You think she beats Carolyn Stanley,
Yeah.
Carolyn Spencer, Ashley Wozni, Chloe David Gavon?
I think she could lose to Wozni.
You think that she can beat Carolyn Prevost?
Yeah.
All right. Ellie Hiller.
She's going to smash some workouts. If you're looking for a sleeper on heat 1 for event 1 and you don't want to pick Haley or Tia, pick her.
She's very, very, very aerobic.
She's extremely, extremely enduring and just good at really classic CrossFit, just not heavy stuff.
Is this the girl who was on Clydesdale podcast recently?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's cool as shit.
And she's awesome. Like she's one of my favorite athletes that come. She's competed like 3 or 4 years at Crucible.
It's incredible. Like last year, she would not have qualified this year if they had the same cut line for semifinals. And then she improved enough to make the cut this year. It's like she's always outrunning it, but like this weekend's not built for her. And she knows that.
Ellie was on Glinton's podcast too. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think Bernadette is a good comparison to her or no?
No, not
different sizes,
yeah,
but like strengths.
Not in stature, but yeah, I think so. Ellie's skilled though. She's good at skills.
Carolyn Prevost. So you have Carolyn just outside.
No, I have Carolyn in.
No, there's not room for her.
Who are your spots?
Brooke Wells, Paige Semenza, Alexis Raptis, Fee Sagaffi, Danielle Brandon, Shelby Neal. You probably didn't have Shelby Neal.
I didn't have Shelby Neal.
Emma Lawson, Haley Adams, Tia Toomey, Amanda Barnhart. Okay, boys, we have a tough. So
I have Carolyn Prevost in.
Shelby Neal or Carolyn Prevost?
Carolyn Prevost all day.
If I have to pick between the two, I'm going with Prevost.
Make it stop, JR.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree if I had to pick between the two.
Shelby Neal. So Shelby Neal's at 12th, the gatekeeper. She got booted.
And it's not because she's not
we got
fit.
right down to the end there.
The East, I mean, like women and men, it's crazy how deep the field is, and the fact that Asia gets 3 people, and it's terrible. It's terrible.
I need that button.
McKenna Enslin, the last athlete, 21st North America East.
I'll take Shelby Neal over Dewan Young any day of the week. I'm sorry, Dewan.
Okay, Brooke Wells, Paige Semenza, Alexis Raptis, Fee Sagaffi, Danielle Brandon, Carolyn Prevost, Emma Lawson, Haley Adams, Tia Toomey, Folo Yolo, which is a huge mistake, Amanda Barnhart, and then just outside the cut with her crying into her hands, Shelby Neal.
Well, here, for you guys can take out Folo and put in Shelby Neal, and I'll have Folo just in mine. That's fine.
I think you left Shelby Neal out because she's black.
which
I
is
was unaware of that.
strange, considering
part?
I'm darker than her.
God, I really need Shelby Neal to go. It would make it 1% easier for me to get on a plane and go to Texas if Shelby Neal's there.
You don't want to experience the new venue.
I do, but I want to see people I like to see, and I'd like to see her. I like working with her. I like putting the camera in her
fine.
face. She's cool shit.
John, if
We'll
Paige
pay
is in
for-
the field, who doesn't make it?
Say that again.
If Paige is in the field, who doesn't make it?
I'd probably take Folo out.
Wait, I don't understand the
If he-
question, JR. Say it
if he
again. I
was
don't understand the
pressed.
question.
If I was,
If Paige Powers is in the field,
Oh, God.
yeah, I'm probably taking Folo out.
Maybe.
If I have to think about it, I got to run through.
I
the
mean,
events.
obviously she's not, and I shouldn't even play those hypotheticals. But think about how much better and deeper this field would be with Paige in it. Like it's crazy.
Well, then there's just no spots, and like if a Hattie Canyo showed up, they earned their spot more than any other person because.
Crazy. I wish you wouldn't have said that, JR. That's crazy that Paige Powers isn't there.
But
And
you
you
could
rich.
just send Tia to Oceania where her division belongs, and then you have that other spot anyway.
John, was Folo at that games camp that you went to where you got on Kelsey Keel's train, the Kelsey Keel train?
No, she wasn't.
Well, something happened. Who's this Folo chick? Why are you on her train?
He just likes her name a lot.
No,
Is that why?
no.
Something happened.
She
You
showed
ran
out.
into her at a 7-Eleven or something.
No, she showed out, and some people are saying she's out. So, like, if she's hurt and she's out, I guess that I will pick Shelby Neal to be the last spot. I did have her the last spot out, so like, it's.
Who did you have?
Erica Folo,
No, who did you have as the last spot out?
Shelby Neal.
Oh, okay. And then who did you have after Shelby Neal?
I will have to look. Annika Greer,
All right.
and then Carolyn Stanley, and then Ellie Hiller.
Is Annika Greer going to have just a horrible first event?
Yeah, it's gonna be bad. I mean,
She needs Colton's running coach.
I heard she's been running for. I mean, I'm sure she's been running all year long. I hope she crushes it. It'd be cool to see her go out and do really well on that.
it would be if she gets. I mean, if she got like a top 15 in that event, then I think she can make it. But that running event's one of the main reasons I have her out. She'll crush event too.
Did I skip someone? Is there a Fergie? I didn't mean to skip anyone. I think I got everyone. McKenna Enslin, Carolyn Prevost, Ellie Hill, Amanda Barnhart, Kira Napoli, Dana Paran.
Just Calagian.
No, we talked
No,
about
we
her.
did.
I
we
know.
did.
No.
You
we
did.
talked-
She was the very first athlete.
That's Mason's girlfriend.
Oh, dude, let me
you
tell you
didn't-
something.
you
I
didn't
would
put them on.
love it if she made it, dude. I love your girlfriend. I love your girlfriend more than she loves you.
The with Erica Folo, she was fourth in the quarterfinals, and I had no idea who she was. And I was like, "Who is this?" It's probably like Miriam, and it doesn't matter. But then I jumped on the Miriam train, and I shouldn't have. I went with my heart, and it just stabs me.
I think her name's Miriam. I think it's pronounced Miriam.
I'm obligated to say Miriam until she makes
Okay.
the games.
Contractually.
I'm not going to say her name right until she makes the games.
All right, fine. Sorry, my bad.
And that RH
then.
combo is going to get harder every year. She doesn't make it. Anyway, so then I tried to look up things about Erica Folo, and I didn't know a lot of things about Erica Folo. And then I found out she trained with Emma Lawson. And then people in Emma Lawson's camp are saying, like, yeah, she's the real deal. And just like Chris Ibarra, where like there were rumblings where like, hey, this guy is the real deal. People just don't know him. And I've heard the same thing about her, and that's why I'm on the train. Now, she's no Austin Hatfield, but I just think that she's going to be a name that we start hearing about.
What's Travis think about Folo?
I don't know. Should we ask him?
What's Travis think about you calling Miriam Mirham?
I don't care what Travis thinks, man.
All right.
That's on Wednesday's show.
Not cool, John.
All right, guys. JR, thank you. Tyler Watkins, thank you. There you go. There's the list. Northeast is going to be amazing. Make sure you go over and check it out. Tickets still available. Going to be a fantastic event. The boys will be there. Thank you to CA Peptides and Paper Street Coffee. Were you going to say something, JR?
No, sir.
The name of the event is the Knoxville Throwdown. No, don't tell me. Syndicate Crown.
There you
Holy
go.
Shit, that was crazy.
And we're no longer doing Shut Up and Scribble from inside the venue. We're now in the parking lot.
Yeah, where you belong.
Did you get
we
kicked
all-
out?
Hmm?
You got
What
kicked
happened?
out?
Yeah, because
Yeah,
Sevon's
Sevon
name.
just called it the Knoxville Throwdown.
Oh.
And listen, Kill Taylor will be going down Thursday. I don't know where, and I don't know what time. It's 9:30 or
Ooh, you should
10:30.
ask
Or
Chase Hill. His gym's right outside of Knoxville.
I think Taylor said he's just going to do it at the house. Anyway, love you guys. I was looking for the QR code for the Syndicate Crown. Anyway, it's going to be amazing. Have a great evening. Talk to you guys later.
See you.
Bye-bye.